Hello everybody, my name is Bakiev and I'm your IELTS instructor from New Zealand. My website IELTSTOEFL.com will help you to prepare for your IELTS examination. Today we'll be focusing on IELTS Book 19, Task 3, Writing Task 2. Now let's read and analyze this essay prompt. It's important for everyone, including young people, to save money for their future. To what extent do you agree or disagree with this statement? Here is my introduction. In today's world, the importance of financial planning has never been more emphasized, particularly as the cost of living and economic uncertainties continue to rise. So, if you want to write a beautiful background statement, you can start your sentence with this phrase, in today's world. So the examiner will clearly understand that you are talking about a universal trend which is happening around the world, not only in your country. Okay, so in today's world, and then make sure to put a comma here. All right, and here I'm using the present perfect tense, has never been, and then more emphasized. Okay, which basically means that it's very important these days. Okay, and then here, please remember that we need to write the word to rise, not to raise. Okay. Next, I wholeheartedly agree that everyone, including young people, should save money for the future. So in this case, the word wholeheartedly means completely, entirely, because the question is to what extent. That means you completely agree, or you partly agree, or you disagree. Here I say that I wholeheartedly agree. That means I completely agree that. And here, everyone, including young people, should save the money for the future. So I have answered this question. Next, not only does saving money foster financial security, but it also cultivates responsible spending habits that are beneficial in the long run. I'm using a very complex grammar structure here. Here, not only, but also. Okay? So when you're talking about two benefits, so not only, and then you want to focus on the first benefit, and then but it also, and then you want to describe the second benefit. Here, also I'm using the auxiliary verb does. So because it's a negative phrase, not only, we need to use the auxiliary verb does, and then we need to use a subject and a verb. Okay, so here the phrase in the long run means eventually, finally. Okay, next, now let's focus on body paragraph 1. Firstly, saving money provides a solid financial foundation that helps people navigate unexpected expenses and emergencies. Okay, a lot of students like the word first or first of all. Try to use the word firstly instead, okay? Because it sounds more official. IELTS examiners really like the word firstly rather than first or first of all. And then make sure to put comma. So here you need to provide a very strong topic sentence which has the essential idea of the whole paragraph. Okay, next. For example, individuals who regularly set aside a portion of their income are better prepared for unforeseen circumstances such as medical bills or sudden job loss. Okay, after our topic sentence, we need to provide one example. So, for example, comma, okay? And instead of writing the word people, it's better to write the word individuals because it sounds more academic. So individuals, again, who, not which, because we're talking about people, that's why who. And instead of writing often or always, use this word regularly. Okay, next. In contrast, those who don't save may be in financial distress, potentially resorting to high interest loans or relying on family support. Here, you need to compare those people who like to save money and those who don't like to save money. So here, you say that it's important to save money, and here you explain what will happen if you don't save money, okay? And you can do it by showing a very stark contrast. So you can write the word phrase in contrast and then explain what you want. And instead of writing those people who, you can just write those who. Next, remember, you shouldn't use any contractions. You can't write don't, only do not, because your essay should sound very official. And here, maybe, not can be, because the situation is 50-50. It might happen or it might not happen. Therefore, it may be in financial distress. Alrighty, next. This comparison highlights the significant role that savings play in reducing financial stress during difficult times. So because we have compared, right, that's why I'm referring back to my previous sentences. And when you refer back, you improve the quality of your coherence and cohesion. That's exactly what the IELTS examiner is looking for in your essay. Alrighty, next. Now let's focus on the next paragraph. Secondly, building savings instills a sense of discipline and financial responsibility that carries into adulthood. Again, firstly and secondly, not second. Not second of all, okay? Only secondly. You could also write in addition to this or furthermore or moreover. That's okay, but not second. Alright, next. Again here, that's our topic sentence, and then I want to provide one specific example. For instance, young people who consistently save learn to prioritize their expenses and delay immediate gratification, which can lead to better financial decisions as they grow older. Okay, so you need to provide one example. Remember, you can't provide your personal example, or you can't start talking about your uncle or your best friend. You should talk about it generally. Okay, so here I'm talking about all young people, not my brothers, not my cousins, and not my relatives. Okay, next. Those without savings, however, may develop impulsive spending habits, often relying on credit to meet their needs. Again here, I'm talking about those who don't save money. Okay, that's why those without savings, however, pay close attention to the word however. Here I've written it in the middle of the sentence, not at the beginning of the sentence, okay, to sound more formal and official. And you need to make sure to use two commas before and after. Again, may develop, not can, because it may happen or it may not happen. All right, next. Over time, this can lead to debt and financial instability. Thus, the habit of saving not only prepares individuals for the future, but also promotes a more stable and controlled financial lifestyle. In this case, thus basically means as a result of this. Therefore, okay, and again, make sure to put a comma here, and here you need to explain the result. I'm using the complex structure here, not only but also again, and I'm using a comparative form, stable, a more stable. Okay, next. In conclusion, I entirely agree that saving money is crucial for everyone, including young people, because it provides both financial security in times of need and fosters responsible spending habits that are invaluable throughout life. So here you want to write your conclusion, therefore you could write the phrase in conclusion. And here, I entirely agree that. The question is, to what extent do you agree or disagree? Okay, and in our introduction here, I've written I wholeheartedly agree that. And here again, I'm writing I entirely agree that. I don't want to write I wholeheartedly agree that again. I want to paraphrase it. And here, crucial means important. And as you can see, I've got only one sentence which summarizes the main idea of body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2. I don't want to have any new ideas, okay? So I need to paraphrase everything and summarize everything into one beautiful sentence here. Alright guys, hopefully you have learned how to write an opinion-based essay. For your better preparation for the IELTS exam, please check my website, which is ieltstoefl.com. Good luck to all of you.